Welcome everyone to today's quad ball matchup. We have the 8-1 New York facing off against the 3-6 Charlotte. Both teams have qualified to go to MLQ champs, but we will have 3 exciting matchups today for us to finish out the regular season for both of these teams. I'm Nicholas Thompson, joined here with MY Monowar, bringing you today's commentary.
We have both teams starting up right now with their chants coming out onto the field.
Doing great work.
Crowd's really pleased with the videographer.
He's not in frame. The audience can't see that he is
Is there
taking
HR
a
and
little
LAR?
pregame
We
nap.
have a really good ref group today with us.
Honestly, yes, we do.
We have Chris Lecomte and Conto with us today. 2 really experienced refs. So it looks now for New York, starting we have Jason Ing in his beater. We have Lindsay Morella in as chaser. I'm trying to see from here. We have Christian Barnes in his beater. John Jackson in his chaser. Mike Lee and...
What are we missing?
Who are we missing? Sorry, folks, for my bad vision. And Ryan Leary in as the other chaser. And then on the Charlotte side,
We've got Lee in at keeper, Tony, ready for brooms up here. Tony and Ryan at beater, Zachary Thompson, Melissa Ross, and Burl Womack as chaser.
John Jackson wins the ball up front.
And with the kick, Ryan Davis and Tony Benedito have won the beater control for Charlotte. Ryan Davis with the throwback as New York marches up the field.
Very good shuffle from Ryan Davis. Team USA right there as a chaser. We see him in as a beater right now.
Beater trade between Tony and Christian. Pass behind, swings it around, and the ball is off the middle post. Too low.
Close shot from Ryan Leary, but off.
Charlotte has the ball. Ryan Davis subbing out for Mickey Harrelson for Charlotte. Now working with control, Charlotte is moving the ball around to the left. Lee with a pass to Burl. Cross field over to Thompson.
He looks like he's revving up for that shot. New York knows it's there, and the shot's wide.
Charlotte maintaining control, and we're going to stop play for a second here to get this quad ball back on the pitch.
Good slow play from both teams so far. I think Charlotte's beaters kind of overpowered New York there that first play on defense. But then New York stood pretty strong on that Charlotte offense. They were forced for a kind of pretty far shot from Zach Thompson.
Both teams experienced and know they're qualified for champs, so they're really not too many nerves here as we get started on the day. All right, New York without control, working the ball around to the left side behind their beater. The beaters, New York will make the beat successfully.
Oh, he takes a shot and he scores it. That's what a shot from John Jackson right there.
Just followed the beater trade and drove right in, took their space, made the shot. All right, now New York with control.
We have Ryan in back as a chaser now.
Gonna overload on the right side with Charlotte. Pushing up the field, passing back to the corner to Melissa Ross. Got a protection of a beater in front of her, and the beaters will trade putting Charlotte at the disadvantage with the long run back for Tony. Lee drives in, and the shot is high. Trying to make something happen there after their sole beater traded.
See another quick sub from Charlotte as beater. Warren Hirsch coming in from NC State.
We got New York working up the field. Overload on the right side. Beater on the opposite side, attacking. We're swinging around behind the hoops.
You can see they're kind of sinking Charlotte back into their defense. Lee's trying to force that option up top. They pass it over to Mike Lee. Passes again, right over to Lindsay Morello, back up to John Jackson. They seem to just go around and around with their passes.
Yep, it looks like they're just waiting to go around, see where Charlotte can leave a gap in their defense for them to attack. Charlotte so far doing a good job of rotating and staying on the ball. Trying to work around, the beaters have traded. That may provide an opening, and
good block by Charlotte right there.
Through the hoop,
looks like it might have been a shove in the back by Ryan Davis right there on number 24, Ryan Leary. He's gonna get a yellow card for that.
Yep, so that'll put Ryan in the sin bin for a minute or until New York scores.
You can kind of see there, New York is just able to keep out their possession no matter what Charlotte's doing. It's kind of those passes all around until they can find a weak spot to crash in on.
Yep, continually using the safe pass, and now with control and an extra chaser, I would fully expect a score here. I'm still hesitating due to Lauren Hirsch's beater threat. Working it around. Off center pass.
An off pass, a good beat from Lauren Hirsch.
However, John Jackson makes it to the ball first.
Passes it over to Mike Lee, and he goes for the dunk.
Dunk through the middle hoop. That will release Ryan Davis back into the game and set us up with a score of 20-0 or 2-0 for New York.
We saw a great first beat there by Lauren, but John Jackson just able to pick up the ball and continue the offense from right there.
Charlotte working back and forth at the top of the field, looking downfield for their options. Back to Burl Womack, and shot is blocked and rebound by New York, who's now John Jackson.
Going on a fast break. John Jackson's going
flying down the
just
court.
Flies through.
Before anyone can turn around, making it 3-0 New York.
And you can see the coordination from New York Speeders. They kind of beat out the rest of Charlotte's defense as John Jackson's streaking down the field.
Sneaky. We've got a beater coming behind, trying to... and Lee is beat out. Charlotte with only 3 chasers, running to the opposite side of the field, making it...
Ooh, what a fake.
That was a good fake. That would have been
some space.
Risky pass to send it back towards midfield for a free fast break, but looks like that's what they went with anyway. We've got 2-on-1 chasers, and New York with an easy fast break goal due to the instant beat out from the long cross-court pass from Ryan.
And Lindsay Morello gets her first goal of the game.
Beater action. Lauren misses and manages at her second beat after the kickback from...
And I think we can kind of see just New York frustrating Charlotte as they're going on offense and kind of getting the easy. Oh, what a dunk by Melissa Ross.
Absolutely fantastic alley-oop there from...
What a pass, what a shot. We've been seeing her do that for the past year, honestly.
We absolutely have. Melissa is fantastic at being at that hoop at the right time and just putting it home. New York overloading on the right as they come down the field, but sending the quad ball buck up to the top.
They have a different set in beaters. They have Devin Lee right now in with Rachel Ayala Silver. Oh, and we get a fast break from Charlotte. Pass to Ryan Davis and Lee, and he scores!
The home crowd goes wild as we bring the score here up for New York to Charlotte.
Charlotte's looking to get back into this game. applying pressure, putting it hard on them.
Getting those turnovers and fast breaks.
Oh,
that
but
is
now
crucial.
all the dodgeballs are on New York side.
Yep. We're gonna be
They
stuck
can't call control. They don't have both bludgers.
with a chaser battle.
And now it's a 4v4, and defense wins on that. Fantastic play.
All beaters
From
staying
Ryan
on the
right there.
other side of the field. Ryan Davis with the block on the shot.
But we can see right now, Charlotte has no beaters on defense, completely pressured, just heaves it up, kind of gets rid of the ball before anything else can happen.
Yeah, really just Hail Marying it to try to get
and then definitely
out
gets
and
rid
set
of
up
that,
on defense.
that
and
dodgeball. No beaters. Oh, what a finish by number 69, Christopher Balasa. Beautiful finish right around the hoop right there.
They call no goal?
Called no good?
Call was no goal. It must have been wide.
Beautiful finish, but doesn't count.
So now New York will be playing with one hoop knocked over from that finish.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't put up the hoop on that stoppage.
Guess there wasn't a possession turnover, so here we go.
That helps Charlotte. They've got their beaters set up. They've got their chasers set up.
Got
Pass
the
over.
the top.
Stiff arms Allison.
Wraps.
Oh, beautiful defense. That was beautiful defense. I don't know how the Christopher Balasa got the ball right there, but that was beautiful from all of Charlotte, just working together on that.
Yep, fantastic wrap by Ryan Davis, and Mickey Harrelson came over for the beat to finish that up, I believe.
But we can see New York's flipping the field each time. They get the ball to one side, flip it over to the other side of the hoops.
Oh, and there's
and
a
then kind of work from behind there.
penalty there. And 15 is going to the box. That was for... Did you catch that, anyone? Nope. No, we don't know what for, but... Charlotte's subbing keepers now. Braxton Hale on the field.
With Braxton Hale on, Corinne White, Allison Smolinski, Leo Bonilla, and Ren Morgan. And for New York, they've brought on Christopher Balasa. And two new beaters.
Beater trade leads to a free beat on Ryan Davis with the ball at the top. Luckily, they were smart enough to smack the ball backwards a little bit and make...
It was a real jumble for all those dodgeballs in the middle of the field.
Let's try to give Charlotte time to set up on D.
New York has an opportunity to attack on no bludgers.
They have one.
Braxton wraps up Amiri. Ryan gets the ball, picks it up. Amiri picks it up, takes the shot.
Short.
Scores on that middle.
A chaser, but still make the shot.
And that's Amiri Salah's first goal of the game. Chaser out from Emerson.
And we've got a timeout from New York with the score here 5-2. New York leading. And welcome back after the New York timeout. We are 5-2, and we should have been tracking time over here. That would have been smart. I guess we're probably somewhere in the 8 to 10 minute mark based on the fact that I believe Charlotte's second line is in the game. Maybe a little earlier. I don't know. But if you've got quad ball 1, you can follow along to the scores and the action. We've got New York running a bit of a press here, and it worked.
High press from New York right on Charlotte, and they kind of...
Yep, the press forced Braxton Hale to step back over the keeper zone line, therefore giving the quad ball to New York.
And this beater pair from New York has been playing really well between Devin Lee and Rachel Ayala Silver.
Oh yes, absolutely fantastic. And right there, clear out any chasers and boom.
Beautiful goal from Molly Potter.
Easy, fast work, good teamwork. Got it right in there. Effective press, making the score 6-2 New York. Beater battle back in the top, bottom right. I don't know how to describe this. The far corner. There's a beater battle in the far corner. All the dodgeballs are over that way. But one's coming back in now. Got a tap beat to knock out one Charlotte chaser and a pick from Allison Slominski. Braxton Hill's going to set it back up top as Cody LeBove comes back down to do beater battle, and Corinne White also tags back in.
And Charlotte's able to kill that pretty effectively. They are down a chaser, able to bring back their bludgeon where they want it.
Away.
We see a trade from Devin Lee.
That was insane.
Beats out Cody, catches that ball, beats out a chaser, and then just keeps control of it. And then we see Amiri score another goal.
The catch and immediate beat of the chaser by Devin Lee was absolutely insane there. That is just top level quad ball. I did the thing where Alfonso had the quad ball and they did.
You see that high press just come in again and again.
Yeah, they know they can agitate Charlotte and make them make some mistakes. So why not keep it coming? Especially when you've got a 5-goal
dancing with his feet.
Yep.
Gets the ball back to Braxton. A good facilitator of the ball.
And it looks like they're marking Zach Thompson, who we all know likes to shoot and can from range.
Just over that middle hoop by Braxton.
Braxton Hale with a long shot, sends it high, out of bounds to New York. New York with control, subbing on Christian Barnes. And Devin Lee sending the sub out for
Kellen Cupid,
who is bobbling the ball. There we go. All right. New York with control, coming up the field, and looks like they're going to start by attacking on the right. Oh, but they flipped the field around the backside. Took the ball on the left.
I wasn't sure if that was a fake shot or it fell out of his hand.
No, he was beat by.
Oh, I don't know.
Looks like he tried to pull back.
Again.
Well, yes. Oh, almost a Hail Mary shot. Tipped away by Zach
right
Thompson.
In front of Amir Sala, gets past him. Goes for the dunk. Ball goes all the way to Molly Potter.
And Cody LeBove cleans up the New York Chasers.
Good scramble defense from Charlotte. But again, we just see that high press again. Just one man. One-man press taking on.
Delayed coming down the field. Might as well harass a little bit. Gives your defense a chance to set up. And you're going to come down and tag up, but you got to go downfield anyway. So Charlotte working the ball around to the right. Behind Cody LeBove with the ball. Dodge ball.
Into Braxton. Goes for the shot on that small hoop.
Low, but goes to Zachary Thompson, who gets the rebound.
Just back and forth, zipping it to one another.
Unfortunately, not through the hoop, so that will be no goals for Charlotte. And we've got a New York inbound. New York still with control. And Charlotte making a few substitutions. Jared Woodard in at keeper now.
New York's held on to control for a long time right now.
They have. This split beater tactic has been fairly effective while they've been able to also hold on control while using it. So keeper is beat out at the top. Well
rushing in, jukes left, goes up for the dunk, finishes on that middle hoop.
Drives right past Charlotte.
Beautiful, strong finish.
That brings us to 8-2 New York. And we are what, probably 13 or so minutes in at this point, 13, 14, if I were to
Carol
guess.
Brooks and Bonnie Hernandez subbing in with Melissa Ross.
Ball back up top with Jared Woodard, the keeper. And Charlotte's lone beater is beat out. Christian Barnes misses one beat, misses
Oh,
another.
what a shot by Jared! Avoids the beat from Christian Barnes.
Twice.
Dives in and then scores that. What a shot.
Brings it 8-3. New York with the lead.
Oh, what a catch by Cody.
Charlotte with control.
Beats out Kellen. Molly with the shot. And is ball going to go over? Oh, ball's crossed over.
Sensing the pressure from Cody LeBeau winning that beater battle and starting to take out chasers, Molly Potter takes the shot and it sails high. Ref's discussing, but it
Great play by Cody, head coach of Charlotte.
Yes, fantastic coach, fantastic player. We're glad to have him. And indeed, that is what they do call a legal reset. Giving Charlotte the ball.
Bonnie Hernandez from UNC is going to pick up the ball.
Let's go, Bonnie!
New York with a beater at home with the ball, so unlikely any sort of fast break comes of this.
Passes the ball off to Jared Woodard.
But they're going to
Jukes
try
left.
anyway, and
Sees the beater, slows down, gets the ball to Caleb Brooks. Oh, what a swing to Melissa. She going to go for the dunk? Oh, beautiful.
Two
Again,
pump fakes.
we know that's going to come from Melissa.
Drives it home. The pass wasn't the greatest. It put her a little bit on her back foot, and she still managed to drive in and dunk that ball home. They didn't call it good. No, did they call it no good?
No, the head ref. Yeah, the head ref didn't call it.
Oh, the head ref called it off after the goal ref called it good. It looked good to us. 15 minutes has elapsed here.
Oh, ball sent over to Mary. Goes for the shot on that middle hoop and scores it.
The shot
Beautiful
pass
shot by Mary Sawyer.
turned into the shot and worked. Did exactly what it's supposed to do. You shoot, if you miss, it goes right to a teammate. They try again. Very effective. Giving us a score of 9-3. New York in the lead.
Let's see if Charlotte can put the ball through the hoop this time, but actually get it counted.
We're setting up on the left side. Bonnie facing down.
You can really see
Christian
New York's pressure just building up on Charlotte. They're trying to overload a side, but New
unable
York's
to go
throwing at them
anywhere.
the same number of players.
Yep.
Ball's up to Caleb. Looks like he threw the ball after he got
Yeah, we got a call beat before turning the quad ball over. New York with control and the ball. Peck stepping out to
Luis
threaten.
Mendoza with a pass. Oh! What a finish. That was Shrina shot. Beautiful catch and finish. And what a pass from Luis Mendoza. And Jared just answers right back at that.
Well, Jared Woodard noticing that he could pick the ball up as keeper and just take it on and make the shot and get the goal right back. That leads us 10-4, New York in the lead. We've got to be closing in on 20 minutes sometime soon here.
I usually tell by how the flag runners are warming up.
That is a good call. I know they called 15 minutes a couple minutes ago.
We got Sean Maloney as our flag runner today.
New York
all the way
working the ball around behind.
Oh, pass to Mendoza, but can't get the ball around the hoop.
And we're having a discussion, I'm assuming, on if Mendoza was beat.
It didn't look like to me that he got it all the way around the hoop. Called beat on there.
It's called beat before. New York still has the quad ball.
Oh, passes it.
Scoop back.
Underneath.
And saved before the illegal reset happens.
Heck gets beat out.
Charlotte now with no dodgeballs, so it's going to have to make a hit with their chasers.
26 gets a beautiful pass. That's, again, beautiful combination from Shakti Warren right to Shrina Shaw.
Yeah, that was quality quad ball. You pull the defense to one side, pass across to the other, where you've got someone who's cut back on the hoop just to dunk it home. Charlotte now trying to work the ball on the left side, still without control and haven't had it for what feels like a majority of this game. Working the ball behind their beater Peck protection, but Peck is beat, and Melissa Ross with the quad ball is wrapped, leading to New York to get the easy tap beat and ball in control, and they are running.
Oh, he
With
shoved it through.
little resistance. I believe that was Mendoza pass to Curtis Warren for the easy goal. And a score of 12-4. New York in the lead. The chaos happening in the beater battle there, and it looks like we're going to get a little pressure from New York. Braxton Hale takes it past the keeper zone, pitches downfield to Caleb Brooks.
Pass to Caleb Brooks to release pressure. Tries to two-hand pass that to Bonnie, but looks like he got tackled from behind.
Yellow
We're going to see
card
Curtis
on.
Warren into the box.
Yes. So that's 1 minute or until Charlotte scores. Let's see if they can take advantage of this chaser power play. Despite, again, not having control.
Oh, drop ball by Caleb Brooks.
Questionable
Looks like New York's going
pass
to try to just
straight to
kill
a
this
beater
penalty.
with a ball.
That was I don't know if you caught that, but Jason Ing just had a really nice beat.
So the fancy behind the back on Lauren Hirsch there as they both are running upfield. Trying to apply some pressure up top. Bonnie Hernandez chasing around before being tap beat out. As you said, NY, New York kills the penalty. They are getting a warning from stalling from Chris Lecomte here. We'll see if they will make something of the attack they now must do to avoid the penalty. And then the call for 19 minutes comes out.
Let's go!
Successfully killed the penalty.
The penalty is over. We're
Oh,
back on.
pass to Mendoza. Back up top, Lindsay Morello. What a beautiful
again.
passing play by New York.
Once again, Charlotte just keeps leaving that far side hoop open.
And yet another goal by Serena Shaw.
That is
That's
how many
3 goals for her.
3 already. That is almost a fourth of New York's points. That's some quality production there. New York pressing.
Pass up high to Lee Hodge from Caleb Brooks. Goes for the shot. Good finish by Lee Hodge.
Lee Hodge. Good read on Charlotte's part to notice that both dodgeballs were up high and that the easiest way over that would have just been airmail. Throw it over and let Lee face a chaser down one-on-one, as he is very able to do. 13-5 here with New York in the lead as we have last possession on the pitch. We'll be at our 20-minute break as soon as the ball is turned over. New York working the ball around. Serena Shaw open on that
Good beat by
backside
Tony
hoop,
Garcia.
correct, but the
Bonnie Hernandez
beat
picks
comes
up.
in. And that is our 20-minute break. And we are back from our 20-minute break. Flag runner is on the field. A chance of USA for Ryan Davis, who was flag running for USA at the World Cup.
We haven't seen him flag run all season MLQ for Aviators yet.
No, they've been on chasing mostly. I don't even know if they beat during snitch on or flag runner on pitch, but either way.
I'll tell you what, he's been practicing.
13-5. That means set score is going to be 19 here. Charlotte with the ball.
And then for New York, we have Kellen Cupid coming up. Obviously, Kellen famed for his dances right after catching the snitch. We've seen many of them.
It'll be a battle today. We'll see who can come out on top. Grab the flag, awarding their team an extra 3 points, or 35 points if you want to get official with it. All right, we're waiting on something. Not sure what our holdup is here. Something getting tape. No, that's.
And if we haven't mentioned our flag runner today, Sean Maloney from Virginia Tech and Washington Monuments. Really physical, strong flag runner. Which we'll see how our seekers deal with that physicality.
Indeed, we'll see if the beaters can give either of these seekers some one-on-one time with Sean there. All right, seems like whatever administrative delay is happening.
New York 130, Charlotte 50. Set score is 190, 190.
Thanks, Chris!
There we got some appreciation from the audience there for the thankless work of refereeing that Chris LeCompte is providing us. Ryan Davis calling out directions to his beater, Tony.
Let's go, Ryan!
Ryan beat out immediately. Kellen beat out once they made it across the field. Did not see what turnover happened, but New York has scored.
And we see both teams there fully concerned with flag runner.
Yep, we've got all beaters on the flag.
We have some Kellen and some one-on-one time with Sean Maloney. Keeping left and right.
In the quad ball game, we're just having a man up.
What a dodge by Tony. Good catch by Tate K.
But Charlotte not
But
making
looks
much
like-
progress on quad ball.
Looks like there was a foul right there. AR is on the far side going to call it. I think I saw Tate K catch that ball and then while holding that ball affect another dodgeball. But we'll see what the ARs
Yes,
saw.
let's see if the ARs come out with the same call.
I don't have quite the trained eye.
There may also be a penalty in the chaser game on the catch, but we'll see here in a second.
And I think we can see that both teams respect each other's seekers so much. They're sending all their beaters to flag runner and kind of ignoring chaser play.
Oh, yeah, so it was like 17. You called it, MY. That was possession of 2 dodgeballs.
I might be a chaser, but I can see the dodgeballs too.
And that'll send Tate K to the box for 1 minute or until Charlotte scores.
I think Charlotte's really going to benefit here. New York's going to be a while without the dodgeballs. The other dodgeball is way behind New York's.
Yeah, far in the back left. Out of.
And Mickey Harrelson has the ball right near
Oh, maybe
Kyle
not.
Cupid.
Removing the other dodgeball. Where is it going?
It goes straight to Tony Bonadio and Charlotte.
All right.
So right here, this is probably Charlotte's best chance for a quick beat on the seeker and clear up space for Ryan Davis to do what he does best.
Yep, it's going to be up to Ryan here to get a quick catch.
Someone gets beat. Tessa's going. Tessa Mullen goes for the bludger.
What do you see? Just like we said we needed. quick catch from Ryan Davis with the one-on-one time. We'll see if they call it
You can
good.
see how excited the crowd is. The camera just shook right there. This is what they're paying to see.
Right? This is what you get when you come to a Major League Quadball game. Especially in Charlotte, you've got the high caliber flag running Ryan Davis. The catch is good. Awarding Charlotte an additional 3 points, making the score 14-8.
And on this play, they still have quad ball behind the hoops. All 4 chasers. New York has one beater, Tessa Mullins, but she's pretty far away from the play. So I wouldn't be surprised to see another score on the board here for Charlotte.
Could cut the lead to 5.
You can
Reminder,
see
set
William
score
Cornish
is 190.
right in front of John Jackson, and Burl Womack right behind him. I can kind of see what's going on in their heads, what he's planning to do. I know Will's got a rugby background, so
yes.
I think we know what we're gonna see here.
He's ready for a little clear out. He's already got the hand out and squatting down. He's got to make sure the contact is legal.
Gotta watch out.
Oh, and Burl runs the complete other direction and tries for a pass that goes
ball
wide,
does not pass behind hoops.
but saved by
Good
Tony
job of the
Padillo
defense.
with his ball.
William dives in. Oh, what a steal by Lindsay Morella right there.
Absolutely shut down that throwing arm with the ball.
And I can tell you, Will's not an easy man to bring down.
Right?
Not an easy man to take the ball away from.
But just completely stopped the shot there. Well done by New York's defense. They need 5 more to win. Charlotte needs 11. New York getting the beat on Tony, and
Oh, we see that pass again and again. Like you mentioned before, that pass from the left side of the hoops all the way to the mid-size hoop, it's just open each time.
Yep.
You can see the beaters kind of clearing that path.
Yep, the beaters clear someone out middle. Chasers have to rotate. It leaves that back door open, and the New York Chasers know exactly when to cut. All right, Charlotte working the ball on that right side overload. Passing back to Melissa Ross. New York's defense, though, staying in tight, not biting, not attacking. Works it around. Burl Womack. Beater comes
Oh, good pass
over.
back.
Back to Melissa.
Oh, and blocked by John Jackson.
Shot is
And he
blocked.
picks up the ball, sprinting down the field. He's got Will and Lee right in front of him. That's a hard duo to get past. Jukes past him, goes all the way to that mid-size hoop and finishes on it. Beautiful run right there.
Yep, just
Kind of beat all through the Aviators defense.
that's an exceptional player there, John Jackson. He can just blast past 3 defenders like that across the field and shoot that shot home. Of course, brings it to 16-8, set score of 19. As Charlotte slow rolls up the field, they're looking like they're coming out in a bit of a box, and we're waiting for Burl Womack to come back up after tagging in. A stalling warning to Charlotte.
Oh, and New York has no beaters on their defense right now. TK picks up that ball, but Lee's pass
Feeling
just
the
goes
heat
straight
coming.
to John Jackson. Is he going to turn around quick enough for him? And he shoots on that small hoop.
Once again, Lee feeling the heat from that beater, knew the dodgeball was coming, tried to take a shot pass, just get it downfield, whatever, to try to avoid the fast break, but John Jackson's just too long and is able to grab that out of the air and take it right back down the field. 17-8, 2 more goals for New York to round this one out. Charlotte coming up once
Pass
again
to Melissa,
without
but
control. Melissa
runs
immediately
into that
wraps.
tackle from John Jackson.
John Jackson is just everywhere these past few plays.
And I think what we were appreciating too, Tessa Mullins has been doing is just clearing out the chasers on the Aviators side, where they have no passing options other than really right to the defense.
Yep.
So she's been doing a great job just kind of forcing that pass.
Yeah, the range of the dodgeball really lets you shut down multiple passing options at once if you can position yourself correctly.
Let's go,
But
run!
all throughout that, we see Aviators picks up control. They have Ren and Cody LeBeau on their dodgeballs right now.
New York overloading to the right, but bringing the ball to the left. No, they're in a box. My apologies. We work it around. Charlotte defense staying in tight, and now Cody LeBeau
Pass to Molly
seeks
Potter.
out, keeps working it
All the way
around.
back up top to Jason Wu.
Ooh,
Bounces the ball around Melissa Ross. Tries to find that pass.
Not
Could
there.
have scored, but can't get it.
Seems there wasn't ever full grip or control on that ball after having to dribble initially past Melissa Ross there. So Charlotte now without control, taking the ball up the right side. Looking, what are they looking at?
Corinne White's in, Allison Szymanski, assistant coaches in as well. Will's coming up with the ball.
Flat, just gonna pass it back up to Lead across the top of the field.
Pass to Allison, goes for the dunk. What a block.
Great cut, but the defense was there to meet her. And we've got an
New York
AR
calls 9.
call.
Oh, but we can see foul being called right there. You can see the frustration from New York Speeders right there with that call.
Take K ready to argue, but being reminded by their teammates that only the speaking coach, captain, is allowed to talk to the refs.
Yeah, that's definitely a point of emphasis for the league this year.
Our rules expert.
Yes,
right
thank you,
there.
John Kaiser, rules expert, our Gene Statutory, if you will.
When we see that call, we saw Cody LeBeau complaining about that a little bit throughout the game, and we saw that last play where KK being called for playing after beat. But we see Cody LeBeau also being called for a foul. I don't know if you saw
I couldn't hear that one. I heard illegal interaction for Take K playing after beat. I'm not sure what Cody LeBeau's card was for. But either way, we keep things even there with one beater each in the box. Again, 1 minute or until the opposing team scores. With a score of 17-8, New York is, again, still just 2 points away from finishing out
Right
this
now, if you
game.
notice, we have Ren Morgan way behind
Yeah, completely out of the play. So New
Tessa
York's
Mullins.
got
Oh,
time.
good tackle by Will. Just pops the ball out of Jason Wu's hands. But he gets up, picks up the ball, and scores through that middle hoop.
Yep.
That's how you do it. You get hit, get a big hit, get up, grab the ball again, and score.
Especially when you just were hit by Wilfred Nash, the tallest guy on the field for Charlotte, and they're still on the ground. That middle hoop is calling your name. So one more goal for New York. We'll finish it out here. Charlotte's taking it down the field. We've got a bit of a box formation. They're in control. Cody LeBeau beats out a beater, but they're able to tag right up as they're at the hoop. And we're going to round to Grace, who...
Oh, and I think we're going to tackle from behind. Beautiful running by
Yep.
Corinne White.
Let's go!
Rising senior at NC State this year. We've
that
seen a lot
Corinne
of growth
Grace?
from her
I'm
from
blind.
last year into this year. Really smart play to get the defender on her back, keep running, and kind of draw that foul right in a dangerous area for the Aviators.
Yep, we've got Will open with Rin right in front for the beat, and
Oh!
boom.
And that's in. I think that kind of bounced
Yeah,
off
it looked like
Will's
a
hands.
interesting little tip home, but you know Charlotte will take it.
I love a slow-mo replay. Of that.
I wish. We'll have to check later, but that makes
We'll
it
check in with Will when he thought about that.
18-9. New York again, just needing one more goal to finish this game.
Oh, taking with a really hard beat. Kind of sending the ball way off field. Someone's going to chase. Allison going for the hit. Jared grabs the ball. Gonna start running. What is he
He's
gonna
got
do?
Will for Nash downfield.
Oh,
but
Duke's right, Duke's left. Gets the ball to Will, kind of bounces up, gets it to Corinne. Has the same. Oh,
called out of bounds.
kind of looked like a hard tackle, but got the ball out from Corinne right there.
Maybe because the tackle was out of bounds.
All right, take K.
Oh! That looked like a really nice alley-oop, but I think that finish was just right in
Fell
front of
short.
the hoop.
It seems so.
But good defense from Aviators and from New York. Good way to stop that fast break. Looked like a sure thing.
It did indeed. Wow, Charlotte decided to work it slow after those few fast possessions there. Again, 18-9, set score of 19. Jared Woodard with a pass behind to Zachary Thompson.
You can see they're really scared of him. They send Tessimons right there.
Working
he
it around.
slaps that bludger all the way to Cody LeBeau. But we see a fast break here.
And it's going to be up to Zachary
is Mike
Thompson
Lee.
to tag up. And
Slows down, gets the ball.
Alyssa Ross with the slowdown. Zachary Thompson with the wrap. And they knock the ball high. An excellent block from the Charlotte defense there when it looked like it was going to be a home free goal for New York. But
oh, what a block by Jared Woodard
through the
hoop.
hoops, the keeper can do
Again,
that.
Zach grabs that ball. That's great defense by the Aviators. We can
Thompson
see
looking
Zach
to run.
on a fast break, running.
Leo ran up the field for the beat and crossed the body.
Beautiful! What a
Absolute spark of energy from Charlotte here at the end of the game. The score 18-10, bringing them within 8.
I think we kind of see on New York, kind of on that foot. They noticed their last goal. I think
Yeah.
they wanted to get a little fancy with it, and it backfired for them.
And now they've gone and thrown it back over mid-pitch, an illegal reset.
We're seeing a nice little resurgence from Aviators at the end of the game.
A lot of spark from Charlotte here. They're going to be hoping to carry that over into game 2. Now, I don't want to call this one over, but they are in need of to score 9 straight, and I don't know that has...
I don't know. I'll tell you what. Christian Barnes actually reminded me pretty recently that during the World Cup, African Nations was down by 9 against Team Australia, and they came back to win that game.
So not unheard of.
Not unheard of.
We'll see if Charlotte can keep up the energy and keep up the spark. We seem to be having some sort of discussion amongst the referees. Canto going over to Lecomte, and we're giving dodgeball possession to New York. Well, not possession, but at their feet.
Oh, what's Braxton?
Braxton Hale with a fast break, but a beater closing in quick.
Passes all the way up to Melissa.
Ross, but
Good pat down.
the pass is hard, bounces off her hands. Number
You see
7.
Amiri running and finishing. Nice finish by Amiri Solid to close out that game for New York.
Yep, so that's game 1, 19-10, New York. Charlotte with the flag catch. And Charlotte showing a little bit of spark here at the end of the game. They're going to hope to keep that as they roll into game 2 here in several minutes. But for now, we'll go to break, and we will see you all in game 2.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We have here game 2 of the New York Titans versus the Charlotte Aviators. I think last game it ended
190 to 105. New York taking the win.
We had a really good surge of energy down at the end of the game from Aviators. So let's see if they'll continue in that energy right here into game 2 with a strong start.
Yep, it looks like. Oh, do we see any differences? Looks like the same. No, I think New York's got a slightly different lineup.
New York,
maybe?
I think, has changed up. They've added Cutter Swarren into their starting lineup, as well as I believe that's Sharina Shaw. And they were 2 really good performers in that past game.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. Final checking ins with the teams. We got the balls lined up at mid pitch. We're about ready for brooms up here.
Nice, strong
All right.
chants from the
Charlotte
team.
has struggled with having a good
But look, they're all in unison.
response chant there all season. All right. And we're fighting, but Ryan Davis does come over with control, but
good pass
immediately
by Kellen.
beat caught by
And
Callan,
New
and New
York
York
has control.
yep, taking control right back. And with the ball. That John Jackson working it around to the right side, back up top, working
out
it around,
Warren
cross,
to
up
John,
top.
out to Lindsay, out to Curtis Warren. Ryan gets control. Oh, good pickup by Lee.
And I noticed
Oh,
there,
and we see a fast break right here. 1v1, Lee versus John. Out to Burl. Oh, beautiful pass. Great finish by Burl.
excellent fast break job done by Charlotte
That was
Aviators.
great by Aviators all around.
And
Ryan
honestly-
getting the ball from Kellen, Lee recognizing that fast break opportunity, and Burl making that run to that hoop.
Even before that, I noticed Burl Womack making sure to keep an eye on that cross-court backdoor pass that burned Aviators so many times in game 1. So we'll see if they can keep that up. New York down the field. Once again, let's see, Charlotte has control now. New York working it around. Beaters trading. Looks like New York's going to have control after this. Both their beaters currently in the backfield right now. So New York continues to work the ball around. Now the beaters are back and will be able to get into the play here. We're looking for that backdoor pass yet again.
Pass all the way to John
Instead,
Jackson.
shot pass, yep.
Passes it off to Sharina Shaw. And again, it's that mid-size hoop.
She was camped out there. She had time to pitch a tent, put it up, spread out her sleeping bag, and lay down for the night. Like, there was all the time in the world for them to eventually get that ball to her and knock that goal down, and they did.
You can see all 3 bludgers are all on. Oh, okay, good pass by Lee to Burl.
Interesting Hail Mary.
Picks it up, gets beat out. But good vision right there, good ideas.
Bailed out of the press, but still eventually a turnover. It's 1-1 here. The start
Oh,
of
you
game
see
2.
Devin Lee with the diving
block.
Oh, and once again, that crossfield pass.
It's brutal. It's brutal if you're a Charlotte fan right now, watching the Aviators get burned by this pass.
I
But
think Sharina's on like 5 goals. Every single one of them has been on that mid-size
the
hoop.
mid-sized hoop there on the back on the right. That is
And honestly, if I'm in New York, if I see that, it's gonna keep being open, and my best player on that hoop is gonna keep being open, I'm gonna keep throwing it there.
absolutely. I mean, it's there all the time.
You see Ryan Davis coming in as chaser. Will gets the ball up to Ryan, dives in, throws the ball.
With only 2 chasers left on. No, there were 3.
And I've had that happen before, where you're going for a shot right there, and your hand just kind of does not match with you.
I think the defender got their hands up as well, and Ryan just tried to shoot over that, and it just sent the whole thing high. So, solid defense, taking away chaser options, forcing Ryan to take a rushed shot, and getting the hands up to send it high. Well done by the New York defense. Charlotte with control. New York working the ball on the right.
Two chasers behind the hoops.
Push pass to the
Jukes around. Goes for that pass across, and then we see Bro actually picks it up.
Yep,
Oh, they have a
Bro
fast
in the
break
way,
right here.
The pass being looked for. Lee with the fast break
Oh,
downfield.
good pass to Bro. Unselfish.
Fantastic.
And that was really smart because Lee just got beat right before. Had he gone for the finish right there, probably would have been called no good.
Yep, absolutely held onto that quad ball until the last possible second. Make the beater decide to beat and correctly pass it away to his teammate just in time.
And you can see that's really good support running by Burl to kind of be aware that Lee's gonna need that outlet pass, and he's in the right place at the right time.
Yep, if your teammates are going to fast break, you got to run with them for sure. So we're tied up 2-2. New York working the ball on the right side. Looking again for that pass to Serena Shaw. Very
It was
close.
free. That pass was just too strong, I think.
Yep, and just barely glanced off her hands.
Oh, and beautiful work by Lauren and Tony to get the ball off Devin Lee.
Charlotte with control, but no dodgeballs
Pick up the ball.
downfield yet.
Melissa Ross. Oh,
Melissa Ross is beat before Charlotte can work that ball all the way around.
that ball's just kind of too deep in New York zone.
Yeah, it
Kind of
looked
the
like
danger area to keep
the
ball
beaters
that
were
way.
subbing there, or one of them was. Tony subbed for Leo. If they had slowed up for a minute and waited for the beaters, they could have made a little more out of that play. But nonetheless, New York's working around with some dangerous
Jackson
long
gets beat out.
passes. Leads to an immediate beat on
Good-
John Jackson.
yeah,
And
good pickup.
yep,
Charlotte's really working their beaters while Lauren had a great beat on John Jackson there, forced the pass up top.
yeah, taking advantage of the long, risky passes New York's making across the entire
And we
field.
have Leo streaking down the field.
That is a fast beater right there. I cannot touch that man on foot race for
I'll
sure.
tell you, from playing with him in practice all those years at UNC, he's a tough man. And look at him, he beats it and then just shoves Christian right out the way.
Boxes Christian Barnout all the way around the field.
Oh, that was a good shot by Ryan.
Looks good to me,
High.
but a little high apparently. Called no good by the refs. We're still at 2-2 here.
Look at that. Aviators are kind of learning from that last game. New York held on to control for a really long time. But right now they've done well to gain control when they've lost and to keep control when they have it. And to make good use of it too.
Yeah, that's a great point, MY. Charlotte has been doing a pretty solid job of sitting on control here. Even when they get the turnovers from New York, still maintaining that control. So we'll see what they can do here against New York. He's working the ball on the right side. We've got an overload on the right.
I think they've caught the keeper Leo
Yep.
Lodge way out. And then we can see John Jackson go up. Oh! Again, they're going for that pass.
Yep. But Charlotte anticipating it this time. But Ryan Davis wrapped immediately.
See, I thought someone came off their broom on that tackle. I think John Jackson was doing the right thing where he's trying to force Ryan Davis over that line again to force the reset. And it comes up good for him.
Yeah, that was staunch, immediate defense. If the keeper's not the one with the ball, you can wrap immediately like that, and it just completely paid off. And most of Charlotte, it seemed, was just on the other side of the field or down the field, and New York able to rip that ball out, get it to the teammate, and score. So that brings us to 3-2. New York in the lead. New York with control, and Charlotte taking the ball up the left side. It's Corinne White behind Leo with the dodgeball for protection, working on Allen with the
over to
beat, but
Allison.
the cross-court pass. A little bit of New York's own medicine to Allison Szyminski, who knocks it home.
And then we see John Jackson just streaking down the field. Picks it up! Braxton knocks it out of his hand.
Absolutely
Great.
fantastic defense
Oh,
by
good one
Braxton.
again.
Block again by Zachary Thompson. New York looking to regroup, and
That's a
probably going to be a back contact on Allison
I think
Szyminski.
that was really good bait by Lindsay Morella
Yeah.
into Allison making that tackle. Kind of turned around at that second. But
Charlotte got excited with all the defense they
Really
were
good
pulling
defense
there.
right there.
Fortunately led to that back contact. So now we've got a chaser in the box for Charlotte for 1 minute until New York scores. Tied up 3-3, and New York has control. So let's see what they can do on the power play.
I'm still thinking of the block on from Braxton on John
Hale.
Jackson. That's a whole foot above him.
It was impressive. He
He was
came up
reaching
and
up.
just like, it looks like he punched it out from underneath as he was trying to shoot. Trina Shaw looking for that cross-court
Oh, he
pass.
does it again!
But
But they pick up the ball again. That second ball
Yep.
is really important to
Look out.
pay attention to. You gotta, as soon as you make that great play by Braxton, the whole team has to be.
yeah, blocked it
switched
just
on.
right back to the shooter, who suddenly realized, oh, that pass that's been open so many times, it's open again.
Guess who it is? Trina shot again. I think she scored at least 3.
That was the small
Or
hoop
the
that
4.
time.
That
That was
was
the
the
small
small-
hoop that time, MY. They changed
can
it up.
change it up.
Right? All right, New York with control. Charlotte working the ball. We got a beater trade. Pass and immediately beat. New York taking advantage of having control there. Being able to beat out Allison Saminsky as soon as she receives the ball. And New York now working it slowly up the field. Going to take a few substitutions. Charlotte as well, taking a sub.
I think we're seeing a lot of younger talent from the Titans here. A lot of college players coming into the game, making a difference, scoring the majority of their goals so far at this game.
Yeah, you absolutely want to make sure those players get your reps. And I believe after winning that first game, that locks New York into the 1 seed. So goal was
Honestly,
good.
great juke left and right there from Christopher Balassa.
Yep, able to just get the ball around behind the hoops, flip the field, and Blasa just did what needed to be done to get that into the middle hoop.
Oh, and that's we already saw scaring Braxton Hill by.
Right, Charlotte slow walking, looking like they're gonna push in on the left side. Zachary Thompson not liking what he sees, sends it back up to Braxton Hill at the top of the field. Working around, trying to figure out what they want to do. Zachary Thompson said, "Give me that shot," and just took it right on the middle hoop. Open, knocks it home.
And we see it at practice all the time, but it's such a beautiful. I think it got knocked like by 2 different players there.
Yep, stoppage.
When you can rocket it in there like
We
that.
see 4 beaters on the ground there, battling for 2 dodgeball.
Bit of a kerfuffle. We'll see what the refs will come up with after they've stopped play here.
Go, Mickey.
Score 4-5. New York in the lead. Nothing in New York with the ball.
Yeah, Mickey.
See, I can't tell what's happening. Looks like New York's going to come away with control in that beater cluster that was happening over there.
Ball. You know how Danish he is from that shot. Right back up top to Balassa.
Back to Potter, around.
Down to Jason Wu. Goes for the shot. Zach picks it up. And I don't think... Good draw of the foul right there to get the Titans chaser back to hoops by Zach Thompson.
Indeed. All right, working with not control. Once again, taking the shot, misses, and
Oh, good kick by Braxton.
Oh,
But they're calling it a kick after beat.
just couldn't quite ever
Good
come
kick
up
to
with the
Corinne White,
full
though.
possession. That was a nice kick pass out of desperation there. Almost got there, almost worked. All right, let's see. Charlotte with control this time now on defense. New York taking the ball up the right. No, the center. Now the left.
Good beat by Leo on Tate K.
New York gets the ball behind and makes the cutting pass that they've been making all day. But this time, not to Shrina, but to...
I believe that was Jason Wu.
Yes,
That was Jason Wu.
Jason Wu.
And I think Bonnie Hernandez was on that hoop right there, but just good dunk by Jason Wu right there.
All right, Charlotte with control. Ball up center court. Looking to the left side, looking behind, and the
Zach
pass
Thompson.
is a little high to Corinne. Out of bounds, turnover, New York ball. Bit of a beater battle, but Charlotte maintains control.
Something you don't see too often, 2 left-handed beaters on Aviators.
That's an interesting call out there, MY.
It's little things you gotta notice.
So I don't have the experience of the beater game to know how much that can mess with your head or not, but that is interesting. I know, I think I left-handed pitchers in baseball, and that means a world of difference. So
Oh, good beat by Cody right there.
Cody LeBeau beats out a chaser.
Good wrap by Braxton.
But meanwhile, New York
Brings down Jason Wu. We have Tate May
Control.
going for the beat on Cody. Does not work.
Cody
Is
clears
Cody
out the
going to
field,
notice?
but
Tyson Mullins coming up behind him.
does not
Does
notice.
not see it. Oh, Braxton
He lost.
dodges that beat.
Charlotte away with the
Then
ball.
you see Bonnie on the other side. You see Zach.
Bonnie
Zach gets it
wide
to Bonnie.
open.
She's surrounded
Pass a
by all
little
those players.
far. Pass to Corinne. Bit of a wild shot over her back shoulder.
Good play all around. First on Cody and Braxton to get the ball up top in their own field.
Yeah,
And those Aviators players kind of juggling the ball around those hoops.
Don't
But
know how Braxton Hale came away with that ball, but it was a
Smooth
good
dive.
look. Just couldn't quite get it all the way there. So again, we're still at 4-6. New York in the lead. Charlotte has control. Where's the other dodge? No, New York
Charlotte
has
does not.
control. New York has control and the ball and a 2-point lead. Ooh, looks for a pass to
I mean, again, just a solid beat by Cody.
Balassa, but a little high. Solid beat by Cody to take it out and get Charlotte the ball back. The harassment from the New York Chasers does not let up.
Admirals has been behind Charlotte's Chasers on each and every go, and they've kind of ignored it.
Every time
ignored
they've
them
been on the
each
field, it
time.
feels like.
But
That's a free tap beat, and then you've got a chaser advantage if you can't take
gets
advantage
the ball
of
to
it.
Jared Woodard. Has a beater right there.
In
I don't think-
face, man. Oh. It's like we're calling. New York wants out of bounds on the back line, but no call from the ref. Did you pass it around? Jared Woodard eventually beat out, and a pass to Melissa Ross, who's able to send the shot home.
Beautiful finish.
Absolutely.
By Melissa.
I didn't think she was in position to make that, but
There were too many chasers just around those hoops, but we know Melissa.
we
She's
know
gonna find a
Melissa.
way.
She's got the skills to knock it home, and she absolutely does, making it 6-5, 1-point lead for New York.
And I think that was a great play by Jared behind the hoops. Kind of sees no options, makes space for himself away from the beaters, and then eventually finds his teammate.
Yep, uses
can make something
legs. May have even blocked a beat in there, I'm not totally sure. But anyways, New York's walking around, working it around, back up top, right side, crossing to the left. Just using those legs that we've seen. Honestly,
Middle hoop gets knocked over. Ball gets passed to Molly Potter near the small hoop. And then Charlotte picks up the ball, and I think
a
the
beater?
Quadball
What was that?
bounced off New York's beater, leading to an advantage to
turnover?
New York. So I think ball just goes back to Charlotte.
Sure. All right then. So in that case, Charlotte has the ball. New York has control. 5-6. New York still in the lead.
And I think we're seeing Charlotte's learning from their mistakes last game. They're keeping control longer. They're not being so scared on offense. A beautiful beat by Cody on the keeper, just knocks the broom out of from between his legs. We see a pass from Melissa to Jared, but immediately beat
met
out by Tate K.
with a dodgeball. Yeah, Cody LeBeau likes to do these tricky beats there. You know, okay, you can argue I'm not beat, but your broom's on the ground, so you got to go tag up. Or I guess argue you're behind the keeper line, I should say.
True.
Regardless, New York with the ball in a 1-point lead and also control. Working around on the right side. Beater in front for protection, but Balassa sends it back up top.
Oh, it's blocked by Cody, but loses that dodgeball. Bonnie Hernandez picks up the ball, falls to the ground.
Cody LeBeau with the dodgeball block.
Oh.
Ryan Davis. Oh.
Whoa!
Oh. Anyway.
Am I fighting?
Mute.
What's the call?
We've got double red cards here at the match.
Unsporting conduct on both teams. 2 red cards.
Unsporting conduct on both teams. Number 1, that is Caleb. I'm gonna never remember his last name.
That's
Brooks.
Caleb Brooks from
Thank you.
Arizona State University. He's assistant coach with Charlotte this year. I think we saw a little bit of
And Amira Sala, number 7 for New York, also ejected with a red card. So their substitutes will be serving a penalty in the box, and those players will not be able to return to this game. I'm not sure if it's the series or how that works, but do you know, John, Mr. Rules expert, is the red card disqualify you from the series or just from the game?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
All right, well, either way, we've got a double red card here, which is going to leave both teams with 6 players for a minute or until the opposing team scores. So, we will see. All right, and we're remounting here. And we're off. Charlotte ball, keeper Jared Woodard with possession. And New York's just going to retreat to defense. Working here again, 6 players on both sides after the double red cards, 1 for each team. We've got 2 chasers up top, 1 behind. Control in the hands of New York is going to make this a little more difficult for Charlotte to try to get a goal here. But, with the pass and beat.
good block by Jason Wu. That keeper dives on the ball, picks it up.
The beaters did fantastic work to knock out with the pass from Cody to Ryan, but absolutely fantastic block of Melissa Ross's shot by Jason Wu, unfortunately for Charlotte.
And I think it's not that odd. Oh! Goes for the alley-oop, but does not
Yep.
pick it up.
Pass a little high for the alley-oop there. Good look, but maintains possession.
Gets the ball up to Jason Wu. We see Jared going in for the tackle.
Can't
Holds
quite
on
get
to
there,
him.
but Ryan Davis with the beat. Cody LeBeau to protect the quad ball, but Cody LeBeau beat.
It's not often you see 3 chasers against 3 chasers. So I think both teams are kind of struggling with the fact that
They
they're a
don't
player
really
down. They
know,
can't
yeah.
find that extra player both on offense and defense.
It's a bit of a struggle to set up your offense when you're running such a unique formation. Not just on your side, but on both sides.
And I think we see Shrina Shaw coming in as beater.
New
I think
York
we saw earlier score 4 goals in a row, I think, for New York.
They're trying to play defense here on Cody LeBeau, who just got the turnover for Charlotte by beating out New York as soon as they received that pass.
Did they call 18 or 15?
For what?
Oh, never mind, for time. They just shouted at the time. So.
Jared gets the ball up to
I
Allison.
have no idea. I've lost track of time with all the excitement.
Gets the
of
ball
this
back
game.
to Jared. Jared jumps
Oh.
into contact. Allison gets the ball up.
Oh! And the Charlotte can't quite grasp enough control of the ball to send it home. But and both players are released. We're back to a full 6-on-6 here.
I don't think a goal was scored.
Yeah,
during
both
that
players were
time.
released simultaneously. Nobody was able to score with just 3 chasers on the field. So we'll see what both teams can do back at full strength. New York working the ball up the right side. Charlotte on defense with control.
Jason
Oh.
Ng with a
I believe-
hard beat on Cody.
New York able to win control after Cody LeBeau beats out a chaser.
Ball gets
Oh,
up
oh,
to Mike
oh.
Lee. Goes for the dunk. Gets blocked, but finishes around the hoop. We see Jared. Goes over Luis Mendoza. But the shot's just too high.
Has to
We
shoot
see Will
high
picks
with
up the
the beer
ball.
coming,
Mike
and
Lee tackles.
Pulled Will out of bounds.
bounds.
It's going to be a turnover to Charlotte. And Will also came off broom during that tackle and is going to have to go back and tag up.
Closing in on the 20-minute mark here.
Thank you, John. Yes, we are short on time in this game. We've got a score of 7-5. New York in the lead.
A much closer game, and I think Charlotte really shined last game during flag runner play. So this will be really interesting to see how they how New York reacts to this and how both teams react.
Indeed. So,
And Aviators have last possession.
and control, and they're going to want to maintain that for when the flag runner is out on the pitch. So they're going to play incredibly safe with the dodgeballs as they try to get maybe one more goal here so that they are only behind by 1 instead of 2 heading into 20 minutes in the flag runner. Charlotte going up the right side, passes behind to Allison Szyminski, and Lauren Hirsch throws the beat and loses control for Charlotte. So they've done exactly what they did not want to do. New York has control. Allison Szyminski trapped against the baseline and is beat out. So New York now has control and maintained the 2-point lead. An excellent last possession from New York. Great defensive stand, winning control, and taking really control of the game into this 20 minutes. So.
Strong stance to get into on flag runner.
All right, and the score currently is 50 Charlotte to 70 New York. We're going to take a brief pause here for our 20-minute break.
All right, and we're back here as the players head back to their brooms to restart here after the 20 minutes with our flag runner out on the pitch. Score of 7-5, meaning our set score is going to be 13. That's 6 goals for New York since they're in the lead, and 8 goals for Charlotte needed since they are 2 behind. Quick maths.
Okay. Did you see a full change from most teams? Zach and Burl came on the field for Aviators, and I think John Jackson and trying to see.
I'm going to be honest, MY, I had no idea who was on the field at the end of regulation there because there was just so much excitement that happened during that game.
That is true.
A much closer game, a much closer score, and I mean, really, it's anybody's game at this point. Charlotte, especially if they can grab that flag and take a lead or two, you know, that'll be huge for Charlotte.
And I believe at the end of 20 minutes last game, New York was on 14 points,
Yeah,
and this time they're on 7. It's half a point. The Aviators have done a great job defensively and offensively to keep up with New York so far in this game, and we'll see if they'll keep it up.
absolutely.
Oh, no, it is. Between you and me, it is.
All right,
Leave it at
looks
that.
like we're about ready.
Current score, Charlotte 50, New York 70. Set score is 130, 130.
Chris LeCompte reminding us, set score of 130. And we're off. New York with control.
And then New York Speeders
Burl
immediately
looking
running
to harass
to the flag runner.
All right, yeah.
Blocked by Devin Lee. Tony Bonadio is surrounded by beaters.
John Jackson just drives in and is able to just dunk easily on Zachary Thompson. Just two big bodies, but John Jackson is a little bit bigger and able to just use that size advantage.
Having a lot of free time with Sean Maloney, throwing him around.
Meanwhile, Charlotte working the quad ball around, and Burl
like
just kind of trips their feet and loses the ball.
Devin Lee and,
we've got an injury timeout.
Right.
All right, so Lauren Hirsch, the injured player, able to walk off under her own power, so good to see that. May have just gotten the wind knocked out of her, but play will resume here. And John Jackson with another easy bucket.
And then we see a lot of time Ryan has.
Well past her. Devin Lee wanting a call.
And I think where we see there is the flag runner was completely occupied by Ryan Davis. Did not even notice Kellen Cupid streaking down the field. Too busy. And Ryan, I believe, also didn't notice.
I didn't even realize Kellen grabbed it. I didn't even see Kellen at all. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Kellen went for the old school.
Yeah.
Sneak in there while preoccupied with the other seeker.
I think it's a lot harder to tell what's going on around you whenever you're in the midst with the flag runner. It's really hard to see the other seeker coming in where the other dodgeballs are coming in from. But that's just an easy catch.
Absolutely. That is huge for New York there. That puts them to 12, I believe, making them only need one more goal to send this game home. And what was a 2-point game at the 20-minute mark is all of a sudden blown out. Yep, to a lead of 125 to 50. That's a 75-point lead just like that. And that just shows why the flag runner and the flag catch is so important, especially in close games like this. New York with control. Charlotte taking the ball down the left side. Having to flip the field to Burl Womack due to beater pressure. Burl working it around, and I believe we're going to get a contact from behind tackle there as we head straight to the box.
And they're good teammates from Slice, so no animosity there.
Absolutely. So again, that'll be 1 minute in the box or until the next Charlotte score. We'll see if Charlotte can score with the power play here. They managed to wrestle away control as well, so really with this level of advantage,
Seabrook streaking. Gets the shot on the mid-size three.
Yep, just be able to take their space
We
and
see all that excitement from Bro Womack right there.
knock it home. So it's
Created
6
that
to
opportunity
12.
by themselves.
Set score of 13.
That was a great catch by Tony Bonadio.
Winning beater controlled back. Able to do a little pressure here from Charlotte. And not able to effectively take the ball away. And Santos with the shot is able to just in the chaos pick it up, rip the shot home. And that will be game. That is the end of game 2. Final score, New York with a score of 135, Charlotte 60. We'll see you all probably in about another 20 minutes or so for game 3 of this series to take it home. All right. All right, and welcome back, everyone, to our third and final game of the series here in Concord, North Carolina. We are just a few miles from Charlotte Motor Speedway, picking it up for Game 3 of New York and Charlotte.
We're in the home of the Bulldogs, right here.
Yes, J.M. Robinson High School, home of the Bulldogs.
I think it's right off camera.
Yes, and I was talking about the press box. That's all.
All right, for the third time this series, John Jackson wins that.
Chaser battle, but
ball.
Charlotte has got bludger control. Oh, an
Beautiful
amazing
catch
pass
by
from
Christian. Gets
Barnes.
beat out still by Tony Bonadillo. Oh, good block by Lee Hodge.
And Tony's
And
beat
Lindsey Morel is going to
misses.
pick up the ball, spins around Lee Hodge, tucks in the ball, goes in between two defenders. Zachary Thompson picks
Looking
up the
for
ball.
Shrina, but Zachary Thompson is able to cut off that pass, that backdoor pass that Charlotte has to make sure they don't get lazy on. Because after cutting that off Game 2, they kept the game a lot tighter than they did in Game 1. Working the ball at the left side of the field, warning for stalling coming from Chris Lecomte as New York has control and is sitting tight in the box.
Ross fakes right and left, tucks in the ball, gets the ball out to Burl Womack, cuts back inside, tries to block the ball, but it leaves his hands.
In the meantime, Charlotte's beaters were both beat out.
Jackson gets the ball to Mike Lee, goes around Zach Thompson, fakes behind the back, fakes left, right, bunch of pump fakes, and gets to that small hoop and gets it in. And like I say, if it's less than 3 pump fakes, it doesn't count. And I think that was a lot more than that.
That is MY's highlight reels in an essence right there. But yeah, excellent work by Mike Lee there to just use your feet, pump fake, do what you need to do, get around these defenders because there's 3 hoops. One person can't guard all of them. And if you keep working around, you'll eventually find a gap. So after that, New York maintaining control since Mike Lee did it all by himself. We see a beater trade. And Charlotte picks it back. Meanwhile, Lauren kicks another one back, but I think New York is going to come away with control on the other.
But the Aviators going to score off that on that offense.
I was watching beater play. I missed that. Did you see who that was?
It was Ryan Davis with the goal
I was
off
too
the
busy
assist.
watching the 2 kicks by Lauren.
Yeah, off of the assist from Melissa Ross. Really good ball movement there from the Aviators.
Once again, John just coming to the rescue.
All right, so 1-1 here. Cut to Mike Lee. Oh,
Mike Lee gets through what seemed like 2 or 3 defenders and just rolls the ball.
yep, spun Burl Womack right off him.
All right, 34.
Lee with a beautiful dodge.
Then is beat,
Oh,
and then
I thought Burl dodged that, but it clearly hit them in the hair.
yeah, Burl.
Honest player right there.
And another easy goal for New York. They quickly turned it into 3-1 off of just a few fast breaks and a little bit of chaotic beater players. Charlotte's going to need to look to settle in a little bit here and use this beater control that they now have to really just try to guarantee they can get a point here. Let's see what they can cook up. Lots of talking coming from the New York bench. Getting their defensive line. Charlotte tries to overload right. Lauren Hirsch with a few beats. Ryan Davis taking space trade. Oh, the shot is a little low, and John Jackson is able to scoop the rebound away.
And I think that's a hard pass for shot to make in between all those defenders. And then on top of that, there's a bludger flying at you. So
Yeah, a hard shot when the quick decision you have to make with the dodgeball flying at you, you've really got to be on your P's and Q's if you're going to make that play work.
New York did a good job to kind of concentrate the Aviators offense into just one channel. And then you can see they do the opposite for their own offense. They're spreading out the play. Good wrap by Ryan Davis.
Yep.
And a good beat by Tony Bonadillo to stop Mike Lee.
Absolutely, that's great work together there. Charlotte with control. Ryan Davis taking the ball up the pitch. Tony and Lauren coming in with both dodgeballs. It's like Tony makes the block. The pass to Melissa Ross is no good.
You see a tough fall by Lee on that. But a good pickup, good throw of the ball. Ryan picks it up and then scores it.
A lot of chaos there. Lee Hodge shot/passed that from their back, and Ryan Davis was able to come up with it and put it home. So,
And like we said, it's getting up after taking that hard hit, getting up and making a play right after that. So
absolutely. Or in
Great
this
job by
case,
Hodge. Great
also
job by Ryan.
shooting from your back.
Picture.
All right, New York with control, working the ball up the field. They're going to go up the left side. They've got Shrina on the back side, looking to work it around to, what is that, Mike? Yep, beat out defender
Gets
Melissa
the ball out
Ross.
to John Jackson.
Still
Charlotte's
working to-
really compressing through her box. Melissa's getting a tackle. Ooh. What a block by Ryan.
Melissa Ross with the harassment, and Ryan Davis
And that's
getting
just
big
great
to stop
overall
that
defense.
shot.
Every single one of the chasers there made a difference. Girl made sure that the far hoop was unopened, which is typically open for Titans throughout
Yep,
the
no backdoor
series.
cuts.
Ryan makes a beautiful block. Melissa grabs that Mike Lee, and then Lee with the pickup.
Yep,
And
those
cleanup on play right there.
Chasers stayed home, stayed tight on the hoops, and were able to defend and collapse on the ball when it came their way. Charlotte looking a little disjointed on offense here, on the other hand, making sort of long passes, just trying to get away and escape from the beaters, leading to eventually maybe all four of their ball handlers being beat out. As Lee Hodge steps high to try and meet is that Sanchez? I can't remember names.
That
I'm
is
very
number
sorry.
2 is Luis Mendoza
Mendoza.
from the Rutgers program. Ooh, goes for the shot. Really good push pass.
It was very, very close. Hits off the side of the hoop.
Strong enough to knock the hoop down, but not quite that accurate.
Yeah, not good enough to go in, but does set up with Charlotte with the ball. Taking I say a few, but it looks like they've subbed almost the entire line. Charlotte onto line 2 here with a score of 3-2. New York in the lead.
We see the famed NC State UNCW beating duo Stephanie Peck and Peck.
Peck and Peck.
Peck and Peck, as they're so affectionately named.
All right, New York still with control here, able to sit tight with the defense. We're going to see Braxton looking for, the pass to Allison Selinsky. Very
look at
solid,
that, like that.
but the
Pecks
defense.
get the control. Not quite a goal, but good pick of control for them.
Yeah, John Jackson was right there to stop Allison from putting it home, but the Pecks were able to grab control, and now I believe we're taking a check on equipment. Yep, we're going to swap out the red dodgeball here.
Oh, some more equipment checks
Let's
going on.
just check all the dodgeballs and throw them all at LeCompte.
I think you get it with the range and temperatures today.
Yeah, the sun
You
has
get
gone
balls
down.
inflating, so
Starting to cool off a little bit.
and look who's checking on equipment. It's Hana. What doesn't she do?
Oh, Hana Reese, the manager that does everything. Some would say too much, but certainly an absolute asset to this Charlotte Aviators franchise. All right, everyone taking this opportunity for a quick water break. I believe the players are going to be, Comp is directing everyone back to brooms already. After a few quick sips, dodgeballs properly inflated, we're going to get back to the action here. Again, what is this score? What, 3-2? There's several refs in the way.
Yes, 3-2 for New York has 30. Charlotte has 20. New York on offense here. So.
All right, we are remounted. And we are live. So Charlotte with control. Defending here.
I wonder if Charlotte will notice kind of like the Titans splitting up their beaters. You have Tate K right behind, and then Tessa Mullins beating out Peck. Tate K getting control.
Yep, you called it exactly as they wanted.
John Jackson goes for the shot, but shoots straight down. And good cleanup there from Stephanie Peck.
Yeah, interesting miss from John Jackson there, but nothing but Charlotte defenders in the area. So Charlotte without control will be working the ball up the field. This is where this sport is just so interesting to me. Sometimes, that was like two completely different games were happening at the same time. While Charlotte lost dodgeball control, they were able to stop the shot in a completely separate chain of events. So we'll see as they work it around on offense. Not much happening. Oh, we've got it.
Good pass, but
Air
just straight
shot
to a beater. And then is Braxton Hale going to notice Tate K?
Oh, no.
Bounces the ball off his head.
Well, that was an interesting, battle of pump fakes there.
That will be on Braxton Hale's highlight reel.
Absolutely.
Let me see. Charlotte's on defense. Luis Mendoza is diving in. Braxton wraps up looks like contact from behind. Braxton trying to make up for his previous mistake up there on offense and defense.
Yeah, so Braxton Hill with contact from behind will be headed to the box, passing the keeper headband off to Zachary Thompson. And ball will go to Mendoza. Zachary Thompson in a tough position here. There are 2 possible passes as well as a shot. He's going to have to cut off all 3 somehow.
Beautiful pass to Lindsay Morella, and
It
somehow
crawls
finishes that.
through. Well done. So that leaves us with a score of 4-2. New York in the lead. Control with New York. As Charlotte goes down the field and sets up what looks to be a box and just a weak pass due to a threat from a dodgeball. New
And
York
then we see Tate K just chasing down Josh Peck. Oh, he picks.
beater battle, took out the middle hoop, and we're going to say no goal on the shot. So that's going to leave Charlotte with the ball. I believe New York still has control. Yes. Where is, and Zachary Thompson with another
Beautiful.
beautiful
Slap,
swat down.
but-
Well, it did go out of bounds, but which I believe is a good. Ref's
But
not
good
called
job by
it, so-
Aviators to kind of survive the pressure there.
Braxton, knowing he's got no time, drives in, takes a shot, and it is wide. Corinne
Everybody's
White
getting just
wrapped
wrapped
up.
Potter.
Molly Potter's got her on lockdown, and honestly, not much chance to get the ball to her teammate Bonnie there. So, with that, New York's going to take a couple subs and head up the field with control as well. 4-2 New York. The scores just keep getting lower and lower, it feels, as the day goes on. I don't know if both teams are tired or just stepping up their defense, but
I think we are seeing slower offenses, kind of a lot more grueling defense as they're both getting into this game. But I think the beaters are running around just as much as they were game 1.
absolutely. And this beater battle around the base of the hoops is
And I think, again, Charlotte's really cleaned up that like mid-sized hoop where first game, it was easy all day long.
Well, we're gonna get a
all right. Well, after all the beater battles around the base of the hoops, New York misses a shot, which turns the ball over to Charlotte. But the refs are going to discuss here potential penalties. I don't know, guys. Did anyone see what the call may be here, or do we just want to wait for the refs?
I didn't see it, but I'd imagine it's in beater play. There was a lot going on there.
Oh, absolutely, it was.
Let the kids play. Let the kids play. That was a chip. That was a champ.
And that is a yellow card to Peck of Charlotte for ignoring a knockout. Now, I myself know it can get quite chaotic down there, especially, I'm sure, in beater play. And it can be very hard to hear the refs calling your number. But it happens, and that's going to send Peck to the box for a minute or until New York scores. Score 4-2. We've got, the sun down, the lights are on, the crickets are chirping. LeComp sending everyone back to their brooms.
And we're doing a double dodgeball turnover.
Ah, yes. Double dodgeball turnover to New York.
And this is pretty interesting. We see New York's both are
Both dodgeballs on the
Both
right,
dodgeballs.
yeah, far side of the field.
but
Oh, and the
then,
quad, they have the quad
yeah,
ball as well. I didn't realize they also got the quad ball
I
turnover.
forget what I was about to do.
Yeah.
I was setting up for something.
I thought Braxton saw the quad
Yeah.
ball. That was, yeah. All right. Well,
Oh, drops the
no,
ball.
just drops the
I
ball.
think,
Woo.
I feel like we've seen him
unable to-
dribble the ball a couple times
Yeah.
this series, and I don't know if that was an inadvertent thing or if he was going for the
Something
dribble
happens.
there around Zach Thompson. But picks it up. Stephanie Peck,
nonetheless.
the only beater on for Aviators right now. Fantastic job cleaning up there.
See if Aviators can see an opportunity and seize it here, or if they'll just wait until Peck is out of the box. Bonnie waits until the last possible second to pass off the ball with the block.
Beautiful
with the
job by
quad
Zach.
ball, And the goal is
A
good!
goal by Zachary Thompson.
Zachary Thompson doing
immediately subs off.
a lot of work there and says, Jared, please come sub in for me. I am tired. I just blocked a dodgeball, shot it home, and I have no more gas.
New York
We
are
have
going to
Nick
get on the
Thompson
run.
here with us. I just like to hear your thoughts on what your brother just did there.
I mean, it's brother. I don't know. I can't scream it into the commentary, but that's brother right there. All right. Meanwhile, New York has turned over the quad ball. It rolls out of bounds. We've got a score of 4-3. Aviators taking a few more subs and heading up the pitch. Control on the side of New York, though. Defense packed and tight. It looks like Molly Potter's going to come out to pressure the ball, which forces a pass back to immediately be beat by New
You
York.
see a lot of bludgers being thrown all around there.
This is Balasa.
Just a
Is just off and running.
textbook fast break.
Has the speed, sees an open field in front of him, knows the opponent has no dodgeballs, and says, that goal is mine.
Both dodgeballs still in the New York half.
Peck finally with one dodgeball, looking to debate between a throwback and a beater battle.
Oh, excellent pass by Red Morgan.
And she
And
beat,
trade,
and
which
they
is-
beat out Devin Lee.
Absolute fantastic trade to make with the dodgeballs in your half. Peck
From
comes
the
back
ground.
to retrieve. Right?
That was
Fantastic work.
Right
But now
over
the
the top.
offense needs to slow down until their beaters can get back in the play. Jared Wooder's going to run around and try to shoot before the dodgeballs can come back into play for Charlotte. So that's going to be a quick turnover. Now 5-3. Again, New York leading as Charlotte goes down to set up on defense with control after the impressive trade by Ren Morgan.
oh, beautiful shot by Molly Potter. Evades Barney Hernandez to the left. Sees that middle hoop is wide open and goes for the shot and sinks it.
Yep, just knocks it home.
And I think you have to respect players that know that they can take that shot. You can't leave them without a person in front of them or someone on the hoop.
Absolutely. I mean, even there, they had Bonnie Hernandez coming out to play defense, and Molly's just able to just get right around that and just shoot that shot. It was very impressive. Charlotte with control, looking to set something up here. They're out in the box formation, it seems right now. Split beaters, one on either side. Gonna pass around to the back left. Beater threatening.
Cody beats out Devin Lee. Melissa Ross goes for the dunk, but just goes right over that small
A
hoop.
little high, despite all of Cody's work to clear the lane. Just couldn't quite finish all the way. Charlotte will maintain control. Score of 6-3. New York coming down with the quad ball.
I think Aviators really either tired or just personally really slowing down the play right there. Beats out Molly Potter from behind, completely unaware of what was going on. And we have a stoppage in play. I think calling play after beat.
Play
right
after
there.
beat.
And we see Cody all the way at their own hoops. And
A nice little shot from Jared Wooder. Just runs in the box.
I think Bonnie Hernandez thought that was good, but
Was it not?
I
I saw the
no.
goal. Oh, I saw the goal
Crystal
ref
Crump
call it
called
good.
off beat before.
Apologies, I did not
You
see.
can get natural motion there on the pass, but I think the shot
Not
is going to
on the
require
shot.
a little bit of an earlier release.
Yeah, you can definitely play through the whistle there.
Yeah.
Head ref controls whether or not the goal is good, so definitely wait for that to happen.
Beautiful grab by Jared Wooder.
Yeah,
Just getting
pressure.
way high up there. I think the Aviators keepers have done a great job of picking up that ball, blocking it through the hoop, making themselves a presence, making themselves known.
Yes, that was a good shot from New York, despite the beater pressure. But the beater pressure was enough to make it a blockable shot, and that was where the keeper had to bring it home there and grab that ball out of the air.
And you can see New York's marking, having a strong defender right on William Fournette, and it kind of just gives less options for the passes, especially as they have control. So Aviators are kind of forced into a shot or into a bad pass like we just saw there.
Yeah, the long shot from Jared Wooder does not go home, and New York subs most of their line. As we are still at 6-3, I honestly don't have a clue on time. I couldn't even begin to guess. It's been a long few games here, and we're on the last one. So New York working the ball up top as beater pressure comes in, but in doing so, the paint is left completely open, and Balasa is able to absolutely just take it home and dunk for free.
It's smart play there from all over Titans. I noticed Christian was kind of pushing William Fournier kind of outside the paint, just leaving the hoops wide open for that shot right there.
Something I really like, New York communicating a ton on defense right now.
Oh, absolutely. Their bench is lively. Their players on the field are lively. They're talking. They know where everyone is and how they need to work in tandem to get to the right spots to shut down the Charlotte offense.
See Jared creating a little bit of space there between Ryan and him.
Hand off to Ryan. He tries
Goes for the
the
shot, hits the rim of the hoop, just pushes it slightly but doesn't quite fall in. And I think that there's been a couple of those this game so far, but
New York. Oh, we've got a bit of a beater battle between Kellen and Cody. And Cody with the kick beat and almost the catch, but not quite.
and New York with the score right there on that small hoop.
Despite
Dunk from Paguada.
beaters being completely out of the play, thought I able to get in there and just slam it home, get physical. New York looking to press, but now backing off as Aviators look prepared to handle it. And they were subbing beaters at the time, which I believe was another bit of New York's incentive to press there. Charlotte, working it to the right.
Gives the ball off to Bonnie Hernandez.
Control still with New York and a warning for stalling. 18 minutes is the call from the table. We've got a missed beat from Charlotte.
Gets the ball over to Jared Woodard. Saves it from going out of bounds. Picks up the ball. Gets the ball up back to Ryan Davis.
Charlotte's lone dodgeball just now coming back into play, but not until Ryan Davis.
But great
has
job
a
by
shot
Jared
block.
Woodard taking up that ball. That beautiful slide pick up right before.
Yeah, the save to
Hit
keep
the
it in
boundary.
bounds was absolutely fantastic. New York looking to push it around on the
Throwing the ball out
backside.
wide. And then just slowing the pace down, coming
I have a feeling that cut to Shrina is going to be open soon. And see if they can work
back
it
to
over that
Paguada.
way. Beater is out.
There's
Still
a lot of
working it
confusion, I think,
around.
going in. They're going to that mid-sized hoop.
They looked
Ball's
at that
a little
pass.
bit too high. Ryan Davis steals the ball off him.
Knocks it out
And
and
then
is heading
it's
home.
him, Paguada. Goes for the small hoop. Just barely missed. It's a tough
No
shot to
good.
make. You have a beater with a dodgeball in front of you, and as well as a
Chaser.
strong defender
Yeah.
in front of you, Eric Paguada. So,
I really think Ryan put their head down, was ready to charge downfield, and suddenly realized, oh, I've got to shoot this now. Which honestly was makeable, but just didn't quite get there.
Yeah, one thing I will say is even in that situation, I think that's the third missed long shot for Charlotte in a row, so they might want to look to do something else here. But
Absolutely. You've got to get a little bit closer, especially when your long shots just aren't falling, and take away from some of those riskier tries. We were at 19:45, about to hit 20 minutes. Shot pass.
good block
Shot
and
pass.
good grab by Zachary Thompson.
Blocked, yes, by Zachary Thompson with the ball as we go to last possession.
Grant and grabbed by Zach.
Charlotte has control yet again at the 20-minute point, and Ryan Davis is commanding from the sidelines that they do not even cross mid-pitch.
How New York responds to this? Do they just take this as an easy defense?
We can be aggressive or, make Charlotte have to work for it, work it around. Don't play it any different than you normally would, just other than knowing you don't have to look out for an incoming beater.
Allison shoots right and left, gets the ball to Lee. They've still held on to the ball. This is very impressive.
Looking for a pick, but maybe not. We keep cutting back and forth in front of ourselves, so I'm not sure what is happening over there.
And
meanwhile, in the backfield,
after that play, they've given the ball
Argument and beater play here. Not quite sure what's going on.
Cupid able to come back
And
and
Zachary
take
Thompson's
beater
beat
control
behind.
and take that dodgeball and come across and beat out Quadball play.
He was beat, Canto. You sold.
We've
Crowd
got
is not happy with that
debate
final
from the
call.
refs. I just want to cover real quick behind the play, which may have been off camera, that there was some beater action. Kellen Cupid trying to steal away control from Charlotte and apparently able to do so. Canto made the call from this side that the Kellen successfully stole. We had the ref across the field deciding that beat before, but since Canto was the closer ref and lead AR, I believe, that decision went to them. So New York's able to steal away control and has I can't see the scoreboard.
80 to 30 lead.
80 to 30 lead. That's going to leave our set score at 140.
All right, and we will come back here in just a second. There we go.
And we're back. Remounting here as the mosquitoes have started to come out. We're going to finish off the day with a set
Lindsay
score
Morello with
of
a fast
140.
break, stiff arms, get past Allison, gets Walden John Jackson across.
Just easy work for New York.
Just textbook. That's years of chemistry, that's years of playing together, winning together, making those plays over and over again. And here we see Jason Ng coming in as Seeker for the first time this series. Ryan Davis coming in for a third time. And then Jason's going to have a lot of free time right here. Coming up against two strong beaters.
Good work, Lauren.
New York with control. There's Seeker having time. Ooh.
TK with a good block.
Ooh, TK falls
Came
off broom.
broom.
Lauren able to knock. What was that, Lee?
Yeah, good job by Tony Bonavito.
Ooh, tip.
Playing away
Oh,
from
good
Seeking
grab
for New York.
by Curtis Scorin to get on the fast break. Gets the
Goes
ball
across to Shrina, and it's
across
there.
the Shrina shot, and once again, she's there on that mid-size hoop. But that was just, again, textbook fast break by New York. Two different players, but it seemed like the same play.
Right? That just shows New York's athleticism and really explains why they've only got one loss on the season.
And then Ryan has some free time.
Oh,
Gets
beat
beat
from
out.
range.
Great beat.
Long pass from Lee to Corinne, who drives around, shot is high. Lee's able to scoop the rebound. Pass to Allison and knocks it home. Beaters are, and it looks like Kellen Cupid has the flag.
We're going to stoppage here just for the ref to discuss the call. It would appear.
And I wonder if that goal came in after the catch. Before the refs called it, there was kind of a gap between.
It did seem the beaters were just sitting and waiting well before. The catch is no good. For what did you say? The seeker wraps the flag runner?
Yeah,
I think we kind of saw that. It was a pretty strong grab all around. Lots of arms involved around that waist of Sean Maloney right there. So I think we'll see another go again for Ryan and Kellen there.
Oh, some shuffling dodgeballs, but New York able to come away with control and push Ryan Davis back off of the seeker, giving Kellen some alone time.
And
with the
John
flag.
Jackson coming in, gets blocked by Allison. Great block. Again, what a block by the defense. Aviators are really kind of digging in deep.
Yeah, standing strong at the hoops there. When it's not a fast break and they can set up, they can actually get a few stops in. But meanwhile, in the seeking game, we see Kellen come off broom in an attempt while the beaters trade back and forth. Looks like Charlotte's threatening to have control.
Good attempt from Ryan Davis there, and flag play.
Oh, Ryan Davis looked very close to grabbing that flag. Meanwhile, in quad ball,
Lee comes up with the ball, has John Jackson in front of him.
and that's a big body to try to get around. There's range in all directions, so it's making it very hard for Lee to get that ball to an open
I think
teammate.
Allison gets the ball to Zach, has the hoops in front of him, gets it through that middle hoop.
Yep, he's able to make space and just with that height, drive it through the middle hoop and well past half court so that New York cannot get a fast break and Charlotte can go back and set up their defense.
And again, for a third time this series, both teams are completely focused on snitch, on getting that catch. Oh, and Kellen Cupid is really close to getting it right there.
So Cody LeBeau back in play with the dodgeball here. He's going to send Kellen back.
Oh, and we see a miss by Tate K there.
Oh, but it's followed up with the beat from Tessa Mullins. Meanwhile, New York scores with the quad ball. I'm going to assume John Jackson, but I really
believe it was.
not looking. I mean, that's a safe bet. We're with a score of 11-5 now. This means that within range here, New York grabs the flag. They will be the winner. It looks like they're going to do some defensive seeking until their beaters can get back and send Ryan back to hoops. And now Jason, on his second attempt,
Jason
is able to grab the flag. If this catch is good, that will be the game. We'll see what the refs say.
I think that was a clean grab,
Looked good to me. I didn't see anything wrong.
dodged down to his right knee, attacked that left knee of Sean Maloney, just had that hand come up real fast to make that grab.
A bit of a longer discussion here.
Yeah, the amount of time taking to discuss means maybe there is some chance for Charlotte. Nope, the catch is good.
I think I used to think there was a correlation between length of discussion and if a grab is good or not, but I think these days they just want to make sure it's the end of the game. They want to make sure that they're not making a mistake.
Yep. All right, well, that will wrap things up here. That'll send New York into champs with only one loss in the entire season, while Charlotte's only wins will come over Ottawa, which they needed to qualify for champs. Both teams are going to be looking to turn up the practice here, I'm sure, for these last few weeks before we all head to champs in Maryland. Thank you for joining us tonight for this series, and we hope to see you again.